Hi everyone, this is Christy Rich and I want to welcome you to my new video series. This is the very first one of my video series. This is the Confident, Inspirational Women from Across the Globe video series. And I am very, very excited today to welcome you. And I have a very special guest today from the Netherlands. And just want to give you a little bio about myself so you know who I am. My name is Christy Rich and I am your host today. I am the owner and founder of The Dancing Curtain, which is based in Ridgefield, Connecticut. I am a visibility and confidence coach for entrepreneurs, and you can view my site at www.thedancingcurtain.com. I help entrepreneurs to boost their confidence, to grow their visibility, and to show up big in the world. With my background as an actress, director, stand-up comedian, healer, chakra dance facilitator, big world traveler, host, publicist, optimist, and entrepreneur, I lovingly coach you to step outside of your comfort zone and to show up bigger in the world so that you can showcase your amazing talents, your true spirit, your authenticity, and your visions to the world. My mission is to spread joy, to empower women, and to encourage people to be their true authentic selves and to live a life beyond their wildest dreams. It's time to step out from behind the curtain and let your true self shine. So today, our topic is going to be the psychology of leadership. And I am very, very happy to introduce my very good friend, Nadia, who is visiting us from the Netherlands today. And I'm going to read her bio just to make sure I get this 100% correct. So Nadia Muller-den is a certified coactive coach and trainer for Belnoma in the Netherlands for people who are ready to play the bigger game and accelerate their career and business. Through her tenacity, skill, and compassion, she is here to encourage you to express your authentic self, step into your power, and boost your confidence to overcome the challenges on your way to success, while making it feel like an adventurous discovery of the beautiful you. When she is not coaching, working with refugees on trauma relief, and starting up virtual reality coaching, she can be found with her family outdoors, accompanied by 2 rescue dogs, or indulging in the occasional fantasy sci-fi novel. Welcome, Nadia.
Hello, hi Christy. Thank you for having me.
Oh,
Really happy to be here.
My pleasure. I'm so happy that you're my first guest. So, how's everything in the Netherlands today?
Well, I'm sitting here. It's a beautiful day, and I'm really happy to get engaged and talk about leadership.
Wonderful. Perfect. Well, first I wanted to give a little background because I do know Nadia personally. We've known each other for many years now. She's a very good friend of mine, and we actually met in Ridgefield, Connecticut. Trying to remember how long ago. Was it like 2006, 2007, around there? Yeah. And Nadia was living here in Ridgefield, Connecticut. She's originally from Austria. So we met through a mutual friend, and right away I was so amazed by Nadia because she was so confident. Here she was, a woman who was from Europe. She wasn't a native from the US, and she seemed to fit in so well in the small town of Ridgefield, Connecticut. And she just embraced the history of the town. It's a very quaint colonial town that I live in. And she really got to know the people, and she just seemed to really thrive. So I was amazed that she came, and English was not her first language, but she was fluent in English, and she was thriving in her career as a scientist for Schlumberger. So I actually got a chance to visit her at her office one day, and she had this huge chalkboard in her office with all these equations written all over, and she was showing me, and I was just in awe because I'm really a right brain person. I'm not a math or science person. I was just in awe of her brilliant mind. And she lived in Connecticut, I think, a couple of years, was it about 2 years? And then you moved to the Netherlands. So Schlumberger left Connecticut, and then you went on a new adventure. And you were, again, fearless and ready to take on the challenge. And you did not speak Dutch, but you have since learned Dutch and taken on the role there, and then became a mother and, of course, a wife. And yeah, I was just really amazed again how seamlessly you seem to fit into that role of living in the Netherlands. So again, I was amazed, and since then, I want to say that you have gone into a completely new field, going from being a scientist to being a coactive coach. And Nadia actually has been my coach, and I just want to say she's fantastic. So if anybody is looking for a coach, Nadia is wonderful. She does sessions via Skype, so it doesn't matter where you live. And she's just very compassionate and comforting, and really guides you to bring out your true self and your confidence. So I just wanted to give that personal greeting and welcome and introduction to you, and welcome you to the video series.
Thank you. This is really nice. I feel all warm now.
Good, you should. This video is all about feeling good, feeling warm. So now we're going to jump into our discussion today, which is the psychology of leadership. And I wanted to ask you, what does leadership mean to you?
What does leadership mean to me? Well, actually it has several dimensions to it. And that's the interesting bit. Leadership doesn't only, usually when we talk about leadership, we think about the leader at the front, that everybody can see. But in reality, there are many different ways of leadership. There is a way of leading behind. So that means leading together with the leader that is in the front and aligning yourself and others with your actions, with your words, and what you do with the leadership goal. And that's also leadership from behind. It's less visible. You're not standing at the front, but it's a very important one because it keeps everyone together, and it keeps also the focus together.
Okay, so teamwork is very important.
So there's leadership from the side, which means you co-lead, you lead together with somebody in front. There's also the leadership from the field, which is very interesting, where you just source from what's around you. And then the core point of it is the leadership within. So finding the leader within and also really embracing the leadership.
Wonderful, fabulous, very good description. And do you think that leadership is something that is learned, or do you think it's a skill that some of us possess? Can anyone be a leader?
I truly believe in that. Anybody can be a leader. And it is something, some people they seem to be born with these skills.
Yes.
And then some people really don't appear to be leaders and then over time emerge to be leaders. Somebody like Nelson Mandela, he wasn't born to be a leader, but he kind of mastered the leadership of within that spread into those 4 fields that are the leadership, which is the leader in front, behind, and from the side, and also from the field. So yes, anybody I feel can become a leader.
Wonderful, good. And can you talk a little bit more about the psychology of leadership? Do you believe that you need to have a certain mindset to be a leader? And what are the inner workings of being a leader?
I think sooner or later you will always encounter positions or situations in your life where you will become a leader in the front, so really visible, like on the spotlight. And you might not feel ready for it at all. So this is at least what happened to me. When I started working in the oil and energy industry, I started out as a field engineer. I used to work on and offshore on oil platforms in Africa. And I was literally thrown into it. I graduated from university in Austria and then did the training, the practical training to become an engineer, field engineer. Was sent to Africa, and there I was. I had to lead a whole group of men that were like 10, 20, 30, even 40 years older than me.
Wow.
Lead an entire crew to run logging jobs on an oil rig. And the feeling I was so strongly in that time was really like what is now named imposter syndrome.
Ah.
I was feeling like I was not at all ready for it. I was not feeling like I was competent. I felt like I was a complete fake, and anybody could just find out any second, right? That was quite a scary feeling.
Yeah, I think a lot of us feel that way at some point, and I'm really glad that you are talking about this because a lot of us feel that we're put in leadership positions, but we feel that we're put into them before we really truly feel like a leader. And then we do feel like imposters, we do feel like frauds. And I remember when I first started my business, I felt like I had to put on a front. Okay, I'm a businesswoman and I'm out there. And even on my website, I would say, we will get back to you. I would always we, even though it was just me, because I thought, oh, I got to show that I've got a team working with me. So I think it's, so refreshing that you are, confidently saying that in the beginning you felt like an imposter.
Now,
Yeah.
that is something, it's interesting. It's something that particularly high achieving individuals have that trait. They somehow, I somehow was not able to really see and really embrace the accomplishments that I did. And I
Mm.
had this persistent fear of being exposed as a fraud, just as you said, fraud. And so what I was actually doing then, I was overcompensating it. I was appearing super confident and perhaps even arrogant to the outside.
Mm.
And any remark where I felt it questioned my experience or my competence would make me very defensive.
Mm.
I would even wake up sometimes at night sweating, and being afraid of being found out and run off the job, because,
Mm.
I was just not able to do it. So there is an enormous pressure also
Yes.
not to fail.
Yes.
Yeah. And it is particular in this case, it was an environment like, I was the only woman at the rig. And so there was also a very strange way of dealing with me. Either I was treated as the queen bee, everybody was just basically wanting to know how I was and what they can do for me. And the other extreme was like to be completely ignored and being seen as inferior because I was a woman.
Mm.
So I had to straddle all these reflections and feedback to me in parallel, trying to actually run a job and trying to do the best I could, not to damage any equipment, not to endanger any people's lives,
Mm.
and just feeling like I was constantly at the verge of like doing everything wrong.
So, how did you get through that time in your life?
So the most important thing is really to start embracing the accomplishments. And it might be like this that I was already I have these automatic thoughts and beliefs in me, where I was feeling like I'm not smart enough, I'm not good enough, I can't really do this, and they are actually running so subconsciously, and they make me even more defensive, even in myself. So key thing is to become aware of that. Okay. The first key thing is really becoming aware of this inner dialogue that is it's constantly on, right?
Yes.
And it's like, and particularly when we are doing something new, when we're put into a leadership position, for example, or something that we haven't studied, we haven't perfected it, we don't know it 100% in and out, we're doing something new, that's when it really starts. And you will have an inner dialogue that will maybe say, you have voices speaking up, and the first voice might say, stay where you are, don't do this, it's good where you are, it's safe here. The second voice might say, oh, who do you think you are? You're not good enough, and who should believe in you, or who should buy your services? Yeah? And then the third one might be, the one of like one where it says, you don't have to do this today. You can do this also another day. The
procrastinator.
Any of those, right? So these voices of fear, basically.
Yes, we all have these voices inside of us, don't we? And we need to really be aware of them. That's the first step, correct?
Yeah. And then there are the other voices. And there is, for example, the voice of reason. We know it well. You can just realistically, from a distance, just check it. Like really put it away from you at a distance and make a reality check. Is this a good thing or not a bad thing? And this is unclouded from the voices of fears. And then we have a voice of the inner leader, or the voice of intuition. And that's the interesting bit. This is really the thing. The inner leader in us is actually always there. And he knows, or she knows, the direction which to go. But most of the time, the inner leader is just so busy sorting out this conflict of all these different voices in us. The voices of fear, the voices of intuition, the innate knowing. Just really this thing, where you just know what is good and what is right. And then the voice of reason, right? So this inner leader, she's constantly busy just sorting out this conflict and is not going ahead with us. Is not able to, go what is really important for us, live according to our values.
Yes.
And this is where it really, it started happening for me. It's the thing about realizing what my values are and starting really to start living them.
Would you like to share some of your values and how that helped you to get on track?
Yeah, so my personal values are courage and honesty. And so courage and honesty, you could say, they're almost medieval values. They are like old-fashioned values almost, yeah? You could almost also say they are male values, They have a certain strength in it.
Very honorable.
Yeah. And then the other one is compassion and wisdom.
Yes.
Where you say, okay, this is perhaps the Buddhist or the spiritual values.
Yes.
Or also the female values, whatever you want to look at it. So they are kind of holding the whole balance. And in the center of it is peace. The peace is this inner calm and just being, resting in yourself.
Beautiful.
This is when the leader finally is able to bring all these voices together and start, they are becoming a team. They're starting to play together.
Beautiful, beautiful. I think this goes in very nicely with going into the specific type of coaching that you do with coactive coaching. So can you describe for us what coactive coaching is and how it's different from other styles of coaching? I know a lot of people are familiar, or they've heard of life coaching, or they've heard of business coaching and have a general sense, or maybe they've had a coach before. But can you describe specifically what is coactive coaching and how it's different from other coaching styles?
So coactive is it's a school or a certain method of coaching that has been developed by the Coaches Institute, and it just embraces all sorts of forms of therapy and coaching. So it has NLP, neuro-linguistic programming elements in it. It has client-centered therapy in it. It has gestalt therapy in it, cognitive behavior therapy, from all bits and pieces, and have combined it into a model that is really there to start balancing the being with the doing. We are always so busy. We are so, like, the time is almost our slave master, right? We are constantly busy doing. But in reality, we are not human doings. We are human beings.
Yes.
And it's about balance it again with the being state. Also feeling what you're feeling. Also really listening to what you're thinking. Really finding out what's actually going on in this moment. What is happening here? And so balancing these two things are the most important part of this school, you can say, of this coaching school.
And can you talk a little bit about the saboteurs? That was something that was new for me working with you.
Yeah. So the most important thing as a coach or as a coactive coach, I hold people always naturally creative, resourceful, and whole. And the saboteurs, so these are the inner critiques. And in other words, they are the voices of fear that start speaking up. And they always start happening when you said it as well, when you start stepping out of your comfort zone. And exiting comfort zone is it means you're going into unsafe territory. And that means automatically it will trigger the alarm system in you. And that's when the saboteurs become really active, the voices of fears. And yeah, the key thing is to start recognizing when they are speaking and also honoring the little bit of truth that they bring. To give them also the feeling, because they're part of you, that they're heard, seen, and understood. And then say, good, you have done your part. Now let me get on with what I have to do.
Yes, yes.
So it's partly really embracing your fears. I believe true leadership is about mastering your own fear, being able to embrace them, and then you're able to also embrace other people's fears without getting carried away by them.
Okay, wonderful. And I love how coactive coaching uses your imagination to come up with creative solutions. So, can you talk about that and the power of our own imagination to come up with solutions instead of somebody just giving us specific action plans to take, but really using your own inner resources and allies too?
It's such an essential piece. So visualizations, imaginations are very powerful because from these you can start manifesting your true future. Our brain is just actually nothing else but a big, great simulation machine there to guarantee us survival. And when we are able to start really imagining ourselves in the future, so we do this with all sorts of things. So we do visualizations to find your inner life purpose. These are kind of guided visualizations or meditations where you really truly imagine yourself in a situation where you really have an impact on people, where you start realizing, okay, so who am I? What are the unique gifts and talents that I bring to this world? And then start sourcing from this. Like, okay, so my unique talents and gifts, this is what I bring here. So this is who I am. And this is what I have to start living. Again, stepping into that leadership of living your own life purpose. And the visualization techniques, they're used by many coaches. And they are really important. The challenge is, though, that sometimes people have a hard time imagining things. Like, they are just, too rational, maybe too blocked by fear. Maybe they're having a bad day. Maybe they just don't feel safe to let their imagination go. Whatever. And that's actually where I started going into another direction of my business, where I work on virtual reality applications for coaching.
Yes, can you describe that a little bit? What is virtual reality coaching?
Yeah, so virtual reality has been used in therapy situations, exposure and also cognitive behavior therapy with really good results, better results than the standard protocols. And it is about engaging the imagination better. Like, it's really jump-starting the imagination. And what I do with Sono VR, that's the other business that I have, is bringing coaching intervention-specific guided imaginations and visualizations into virtual reality. So you put on your headset glasses, so your virtual reality glasses, and there is an application that leads you into a life purpose exploration, for instance. And this jumpstarts your imagination. It's not meant to limit you to only what's there, but to really give you a flavor. What is it like to live my dream? Holy smoke! I love music, and I actually want to be a conductor. And this is what it's like. You really experience this. This is virtual reality. It lets you really experience what it is like.
That's powerful.
So our response takes it as if it is for real.
Wonderful. Very, very powerful. I would like to try that. Well, I think this is probably a good time to go into your special offer that you're offering those who are watching today. So Nadia has been very gracious to offer a very special offer to all of you watching. And would you like to describe what your special offer is?
Absolutely. So it's literally a special offer I'm giving away to people that are watching this. It's 50% discount on my usual coaching packages. So this special offer is available for a limited time, and it is $99 per session. And these 6 sessions, and this is a 6-session package, and they are spread out over a period of 3 months. And what it is like in this coaching session package, I go with you on a journey to find out who you are when you live your dreams, and also the biggest obstacles or inner critiques that you run into. We explore and we shape the life purpose, and that helps you then, that helps the people that are working with me to navigate even through difficult times. We also set up personal action plans, and we start completing the first steps to become the best you can become. And there's also more. We find out who is your inner leader? What are the habits and patterns that are holding you back to express your authentic self? And our sessions are also supported with virtual reality coaching interventions. And the VR interventions let you experience what it is like to live the life purpose and full potential.
Very cool. Awesome. So how do they work with you if they are here in the US or if they're around the world? How do they do virtual reality coaching from wherever they are? Is there specific software they need to download on their computer? How does it work? Yeah.
So what it is we work with Skype. We connect via Skype, and these applications can be downloaded on the mobile phone.
Oh, cool.
And then the mobile phone is put into a holder, and that's called a Google Cardboard. It's actually not made of cardboard, but that's what they branded it. Google has developed it and called it cardboard. And you can buy these headsets for like $20.
Cool.
So you simply insert, so if I have this here, you simply insert this phone into the headset. And unfortunately, I haven't prepared it yet.
That's okay. No worries. We can use our imagination.
Into the virtual reality headset. Then for 5 to 10 minutes, you basically immerse yourself into this experience. You come out of it again, and then we discuss what you experienced in virtual reality. That's how it works.
Fabulous. So interesting. It's amazing technology today. It's amazing. And coaching with this technology, it's fascinating to me. So I hope you all try it. I mean, it's amazing. It's amazing what you can do today. So tell us a little bit more. This offer has an expiration date, does it not? It's valid until when?
30 days. So today is it's the 7th of July. It expires on the 7th of August, and you can claim it on via my website.
Okay.
And get in touch with me. There's an email there. My website is www.bellnoma.com.
Can you spell that out?
Okay, yeah. www.bellnoma.com.
Perfect.
And my email for that is simply nadia@bellnoma.com.
Can you spell that too? You spell your name differently than we're used to in the U.S.
So it's NMMULL@bellnoma.com.
Okay, one more time, a little bit slower for those just getting a piece of paper to write this down.
It can be found on my website too.
Okay.
And here it is again. It's NMMULLER@bellnoma.com.
Perfect. And you have a special code that they're supposed to use today to take advantage of this offer to show that they watched this video. So the special code is Starry Night, STARRYNIGHT. I think all caps, but just go ahead and put that in your email to Nadia to take advantage of this very, very special offer that she's offering only people who are watching this video today. So you're very lucky and very smart for watching this video today. And any other social media handles you would like to let people know so they can keep in touch and so they can follow you?
Yeah, Bellnoma on Facebook. It's spelled the same way as Facebook. And then BELLNOMA, Bellnoma. And my Twitter handle is Nadia, NADJA, MULLERBR for virtual reality.
Cool. Awesome. Okay, and I think just one more time, tell your offer. So it's 6 sessions with you. Just give a little recap one more time for those who didn't quite pay full attention.
Okay. It's a 6 coaching session package, and it is at 50% of my usual coaching rates. It's $99 per session, and these 6 sessions are usually spread out over a period of 3 months, and we get together every 2 weeks for a journey of the inner discovery.
Perfect. And I can say I have personally worked with Nadia. I really enjoyed the experience. She is a great coach, so I encourage you all to take advantage of this very, very special offer. And just want to give my website one more time. It's www.thedancingcurtain.com. And you can follow me on YouTube at The Dancing Curtain. You can also follow me at Twitter. It's just Dancing Curtain. The didn't fit, so just Dancing Curtain on Twitter. On Facebook, it's The Dancing Curtain. If you want a specific link, I think it's www.facebook.com/The Dancing Curtain. And yeah, I'm also in the midst of creating a new blog called The Dancing Hummingbird. So I will be putting this video series on my new blog. So if you would like to get on my blog and subscribe, I encourage you again to go to my website, www.thedancingcurtain.com, to get on the list. And for anybody who joins my mailing list, you also receive a wonderful PDF. It's 5 easy ways to boost your confidence so you consistently attract more clients today. So we all want more clients, so pick up that free gift. And any last minute shout outs or anything else you'd like to say, Nadia?
Oh, just firstly, thank you for having me. And I want to really encourage anybody who is watching this also to get in touch with Christy. She's wonderful to work with. She's delightful, always cheerful, always with a light touch, and still with a deep going into her soul, touching what's really important and resonant.
Oh, thank you, Nadia. So thank you so much, Nadia, for being my very first guest on my new video series. It was a real pleasure to have you and to interview you, and I've enjoyed it so much. I would love to welcome you to be on another video series with me coming up soon, so I hope you will take advantage of my offer. And thank you all for watching today, my new video series, Confident Inspirational Women from Across the Globe. This is, again, the first one, but I will be doing many more interviews with women all across the globe. So I hope you will watch more and chime in. Feel free to write comments on YouTube or on my Facebook page about this video, and on my blog, of course, as well. And thank you so much all. Wishing you a wonderful day wherever you are. Much joy, confidence, and love, and many happy adventures. Until next time, bye-bye.